It's hitting all the right notes.
Here he comes. How'd it go?
I think it went okay, actually, yeah. Not too bad.
You were in there ages.
I know, there's quite a lot of music to get through, and then obviously you can ask questions afterwards. But yeah, I think it was okay.
In fact, it was much better than okay. I'm pleased to tell you that Oliver, James and Shelley all passed with flying colours and gained their gold award. Every corner of the Close offers something different to see. I thought that was Wolfie for a moment. But there's one view that has become a real national treasure, thanks to the great English artist, John Constable. Constable came to Salisbury many times during his life, and it was the Bishop of Salisbury at the time who commissioned the now world-famous painting, and apparently he and his wife are the figures in the corner of the picture. It's no surprise that the cathedral and its Close continue to inspire today. Local artist Sue Finnis has been painting her beloved home city all her life, and now runs art classes in the Close.
And here you see, because this side is now in shadow, and
Yep.
you can afford to make that shadow stronger, so you've got...
So I'm no expert, but I'd say it's a nice day to paint or draw today.
It's a lovely day to paint, it's absolutely ideal.
And not a bad building to draw.
It's a challenge, but a beautiful building. Surprisingly difficult to get the proportions of the actual narrow bit of the spire with the rectangular bit of the tower. And not all famous artists got it right all the time.
Oh, really? Well, name some names.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. I had grandiose ideas of doing a book of watercolours of all the cathedrals in England. And then I thought of the logistics of that and the travelling. And I thought, well, there's just so much in Salisbury. Why not just record all the buildings in the close? And you just think there must be something to have inspired all this creativity. And although the architecture is man-made, what makes it beautiful is the light.
For someone that hasn't been to Salisbury Close, why should they come?
Well, I hope they would feel the awe that I feel when I come here and look up at that spire. If you're painting something created like a wonderful view, then I suppose you are painting to the glory of God, aren't you? Yes, it's wanting to record his creation.
The ceaseless noise and traffic of London's Trafalgar Square seem a very far cry from the tranquillity of Salisbury. But Nick Haltom is making the leap, trading capital city for country city, as next weekend he will be enthroned as the new Bishop of Salisbury. I caught up with him back in the summer as he was preparing to become the Cathedral Close's newest resident, and took him to the old Bishop's Palace, now the Cathedral School. This would have been your home, of course, in the old days.
Well,
Bishop's Palace. It's not grand, isn't it?
It's not bad, is it? The bishop hasn't lived here since 1942 during the Second World War.
Is that going to change?
I don't think I'm going to be able to get back in, oddly enough. But I am looking at it and thinking it is the most beautiful chapel. So I might just ask if I could come and pray here sometimes.
It's going to be a bit of a lifestyle change for you as well, isn't it?
It's a huge change, isn't it, Aled? We're moving from the centre of London, from Trafalgar Square, where St Martin-in-the-Fields hasn't been in the fields for years, to a close around a cathedral. It's a much more confined community, but it is one of the most beautiful places in England. So it feels a very special place to be coming into, and people have been warm and welcoming. And it's not just me, it's a whole diocese doing this with me. I'll be working with the people here in Salisbury.
Do you think it'll change you at all?
Well, I hope it does. I mean, what we do affects who we are, for sure. I think the worry would be to sort of get above yourself and out of station. Actually, I'm here to preside over a diocese of people who will work with me and I will work with them in commending the gospel of Jesus Christ to the world today.